All right, y'all, what's going on? Welcome to another edition of SWAC Smoke. This is episode number 133. You got C Wells, your tour guide in the house, got the big soldier over there. Man, what's going on with you today?
Man, nothing much. Hey, I was sitting there listening to the new theme. It reminded me of that old Boosie, like when Boosie first hit the scene. Like that sounds
Oh,
like a
yeah.
50. Ooh, I can just hear Boosie ripping on that thing. Like, ooh, that sounds like old B-Lo and them boys.
It
I,
is.
I
Man,
like that. I like that beat.
it do sound like one of them old school BR
I
beats,
was
man.
listening. I was listening. I was like, yeah, that thing. I like
That
that.
that thing go, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be sitting there letting it ride, man. But man, like I say, y'all know how we do. It's Thursday. We're gonna chop it up as usual, man. We got SWAC basketball going on right now,
Yes,
man. We got
sir.
women's action taking place right now. I got the men later on this evening. I'm about to be locked in all night on this basketball. Got last two games of the season today and Saturday. Tournament starting next week. So we're gonna get into all of that. Everybody getting ready for spring practice if they ain't started already. And all and any and everything else in between, man. You know how we do. So, man, first and foremost, how y'all doing out there? And man, how you doing, big soldier, man? What's going on with you?
Man, I'm just trying to stay out the way because these man, it got active this week. This has been an interesting week when it comes to certain things, man. Definitely on Twitter and stuff, man. I just want to say, man, hey, I think we need to put a cease to some of this stuff, man. It done got out of hand, man. But me personally, I ain't that type of person that get involved with all that stuff. So it just we got to take better care of ourselves, man. Let's love on each other, not hate.
And that's for sure, man. Like it's all all the all the back and forth and the talking and all that, man. It's fun. It's a time and place for that. But like you say, man, some of it, people starting to take it beyond where it need to go. Some people giving them ammo for it, but it's like it's going in certain directions it don't need to go in beyond what sports talk is. And people get their feelings hurt, and all kind of things happen. So man, y'all be careful out there in the Twitter streets, man.
Yeah,
It's rough out there, man. They'll bang on you in a second if you ain't if you ain't careful.
yeah, man. Too, let's just keep it. Let's just keep it. I don't know what the word I'm trying to look for, but we just need to stop. We need to chill, y'all.
Yeah, that's it. Cause it I didn't see I done seen so many things, man, that pop off a small thing. So, yeah, y'all be careful, man. What's going on, D out there in Texas, man? What's up with you, Mr. Moore out there in D Town? Yeah, we got SWAC women's action taking place. I'm gonna run through these scores real quick for y'all. Gremlin is leading Alabama A&M 26-15 in the second quarter. Pine Bluff and Jackson State got a battle going on 27-23. JSU lead that in the second quarter. Southern up 27-18 over Bama State in the second quarter, and Alcorn up 28-17 over Valley in the second quarter. So JSU, two more games before they can finish out another undefeated regular season. I don't even know what else to say about that program, man. That's a level of dominance that I've never seen before on men or women's basketball in the SWAC. Um, I hope everybody appreciate the job that Coach Reed doing over at JSU.
Yeah, I do. I'm definitely appreciative because man, she turning she making them cakes out of out of Dollar Tree materials. So I don't know, man. That's I don't think we realize how historic this is really going on.
It
This is
is. It
really
is, man.
historic
Because like,
stuff.
'cause like I say, if you sit back and think about how long she been on this run, it's amazing, man. Like no slip up. Everybody have off season here or there. No slip up, man. Losing players, replacing players, and still handling business. What's up, Los J? What's going on with you? I think this is one of the things that a lot of people ain't gonna recognize till it's over because rivalries and things like that. But man, you got to appreciate the job that she's doing, man. Like I all I do is give props. What's up, Blue, man? What's going on with you?
Hey, shout out to Blue.
Got my
What's
man
going
Blue
on,
in the
Blue,
house. What's
man?
happening with you?
Hope your
But
grandmother feeling better, man, too, man.
oh yeah, no doubt, man. So like I said, we got a little bit of this and that, man. I'm not sure everybody's spring practice schedule, but I know that's coming around. Man, is it anything, Jamie G, that you looking forward to in spring practice for JSU?
One thing I'm looking forward to is this new defense that Coach Quinn is bringing, because he just got announced to be the defensive coordinator. Also, too, is TC gonna be calling the plays? Is he still trying to find out who the offensive coordinator gonna be? Because man, that's gonna be quite a job. You can ask my dog Eric Duda trying to coach and call offense. It didn't work out for him too well.
Yeah,
So
that's a tough thing.
So hopefully, I think TC. If he don't, I imagine TC gonna find somebody that can call the offense. But I definitely am looking forward to see how the defense is going to be and how this offense is going to look. I mean, because on paper we were efficient, but it didn't calculate in the points. So that's what I'm looking forward to seeing how it's going to all pan out.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Like you said, the talent was there on the offense, and I don't know where the issue was, but like you say, the points wasn't there with even with some of the things that they was doing. So can they be more efficient? That's gonna be a key. Another coordinator, or like you said, if TC gonna run it itself, that's always something that you got to be wary of, man, because everybody can't do it. Some coaches can do it, but some need somebody to help them, and you spread yourself too thin. You wanna do too much. You wanna carry the whole weight of everything, man. You kind of find yourself in an odd spot. And yeah, so many new coaches in the SWAC this year, man. Definitely interested to see what TSU do.
With Chris Dishman, I agree.
What kind of staff he putting together? What kind of systems they running? Just everything about that program, man. With a new head, man, it's gonna be interesting to see. Same thing at Southern. We had a lot of problems last year offensively, so I want to see. I know my answer ain't gonna come in the spring. My answer ain't gonna come till the end of the season, but I want to see a renewed investment on the offensive line. I think that was Southern's biggest problem over everything that was wrong with the offense. I thought the O-line just didn't take care of business, running or passing. So I want to see a renewed focus on rebuilding that offensive line and taking advantage of some of the skill guys that they still got, and obviously who's gonna come out of the spring ahead in the quarterback battle. All that's gonna be questions I want to see. I know I ain't gonna get no answers till the season start, but you got to have something to drive you through the spring. So I think going into the spring, everybody got the optimism. Everybody feel like their team is gonna be the best right now. So you really not gonna get too much from anybody because everybody think they got it going on right now.
I'm actually, to be honest, curious about UAPB. I'm kind of wondering how they going if my dog Lonzo Hampton don't lose his whole living mind with that team, because he got a uphill battle. I'm kind of interested. I know he brought in a new coordinator. Who he brought in? Was it an old coordinator from Grambling?
Yeah, Tony Hall. He brought in Tony Hall.
I want to see what he gonna do with him. Because I think they were doing good things at Grambling until they pulled the plug.
Yeah, I think Hugh started to put himself too much into it and change the flow of that offense. I'm interested to see what Pine Bluff do because I thought they started off the season pretty competitive, And I think that's a really solid hire for a program like that to bring in a guy who can innovate on offense. I thought they had some talent, especially in the backfield. They had a lot of injuries last season in the backfield, and quarterback play was so up and down. But I think that I think they got the potential, man. The West is going to be wide open as usual because there is no dominant team on the West Side right now. Everybody got new coaches, or everybody got coaches that's in their second year. So everybody rebuilding, man. And so I think it's going to be the survival of the fittest, man. Whoever win that last game of the season is probably gonna win the division, man. It's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be pretty, man. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of good records in the West. So I think in the West you might see a team who lose 3 games or 4 games in conference win the division right now, man. I don't really see anybody heads or shoulders above nobody else.
Man, you must have seen something funny, man. What's going on?
Huh? I'm trying to keep up, man. Like all of a sudden, we have a bunch of different comments come through. So I'm trying to. Yeah, we just got to take care of business, with everybody. I think everybody is in a state of flux. So I think everybody is getting they shot. Fam, you're gonna be the team still to knock off. So I think everybody is gonna be tough. I mean, as a fan, I always think my team gonna win every game. You know what I mean? I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. Once the season start, you guys, my wife. Once the season start, I started to go away from that. But at the beginning of the season, I always think my team gonna make it. I'm a Cowboy fan, so I'm always thinking my team gonna win it all, even though we never do. But yeah, when you look. Yeah, I think I don't really understand that Dooley hire. I mean, I understand it because all those guys are close, but I don't know, man. I don't. I mean, maybe it's PTSD, but I don't think that Dooley move is a good move for Groundling. Man, going with this comment, man. We ain't won in bragging over almost 25 years or something like that, man. I don't. That's one place, man. We don't have no success at all.
Yeah, man.
But regardless of what the season is, man, that JSU FAMU game gonna be crazy, bro. I'm already looking for that week.
Yeah, I think everybody looking forward to that one because the banter on social media, man. I mean, I don't know. It seemed like FAMU really has no real rivals, so I guess they had to pick on JSU. The only rivals Bethune, honestly. And then which brings up this thing. I wanted to kind of jump off subject, but okay, let's talk about rivalries. When it comes to who is like UAPB rival and Texas Southern rival. I know with Prairie View, but I think there should be more rivalries in the conference. I think they should be highlighted because I was thinking about that JSU Alabama State thing. I think that could be a real time big rivalry if they market this rivalry right.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about that a little bit. When it comes to Pine Bluff, and I didn't ask my Pine Bluff people this before. Some people say Grambling, because I know they were trying to make that a thing. I think the league was trying to make the Valley game a thing, So I think that was the thing, but they don't necessarily have a natural rivalry, like Lob say. They kind of float, and I think it all depends on their success level. Kind of, I know Valley look at JSU as a rival, but do JSU look at Valley as a rival? Because I don't really think so.
Honestly, I mean, when you beat up on an opponent for so long, how is it a rivalry when you ain't won for 5 times within 50 years? You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense to me. help me understand that. I don't see how they're a rival, but that's the only game they get up for. Actually, come for is that game.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, they're gonna play Jack State like it's their super. To be honest, I heard a lot of Valor fans say if they beat Jack State, that's a good season. They feel like that's a good season. So
Well, I mean, if you ain't beat somebody but 5 times, yeah, anytime you win, that's
I
that
see
makes
how it's a
for
rivalry. Now Southern Jackson is a definite rival. Like Tennessee State and Jack State rivalries. Alcorn, J State definitely that's a heat. That's a state rivalry. And I just feel like Alcorn and Valley could really be a rivalry. You can go either way sometime, but not in recent years. But
so
yeah,
do you
I think Jackson State and Jack State and Bama State. This rivalry been brewing a long time. When even when Comedy was still coaching. And I think the conference need to take advantage of marketing these rivalries and telling the stories of these rivalries, because I was watching that video with Dion, with the handshake at the end of the game. But that honestly, when they put Dion on the screen in that spring season, that wasn't Eddie Robb just happened to fall in the crossfire there, because he didn't do
that was Coach Hill Ely.
That was down there here Ely, and I don't understand why Dion felt that way towards, Eddie Robinson. Because Eddie Robb really had nothing to do with it, you know what I'm saying? But at the end, I felt like, we beat them, and then we beat them. Well, we beat them twice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then they got us last year. So I mean, it's that game. And once I think Bama State kind of beat us for a few years, definitely when we were down bad. So I mean, and they fan base is, woo, when you step in that stadium, man, that game day is electric, bro.
Oh yeah, you step in that hornet's nest, man. You never
Yeah,
know
you
what's
better
gonna
get
happen to
ready.
you.
And we go
But
back
yeah,
to
I mean, I think, like you say, going back to like the early 2000s, Bama State and JSU was, that was a battle, man. A lot of time that was a game, JSU, Bama State, JSU, Alabama A&M. Before Alcorn came up, those were the games that were decided the East a lot of times. So that was always that, and Bama State put some points on y'all a couple years, and y'all gave it back a little bit, but they came and beat y'all. I think it was in 19, I think, on y'all homecoming or something, 18 or 19 on y'all homecoming. So, it's like that, that's something that's been simmering, man. And like you said, I think that's something that they need to push a lot. Like you got to take advantage of them kind of games, man. You can't let them, let them die down and then decide that you want to start to talk about them, So there's a lot of games that could potentially be rivals. Like, I always hated that Southern and FAMU had that long break of playing, because Southern had been playing FAMU since before I was born, and we were playing every year. Like, when I was little, I thought FAMU was in the SWAC when I was little, because we played them every year, and I'm like, we play all these teams every year, so I guess they in it too. But you never see them on the standings, so I couldn't understand. I was little, now y'all don't trip on me. I couldn't understand it. So not playing them took a big chunk out of it, man. And it's like the rivalry died down in between generations. Like, the younger people now, it ain't a rivalry at all, I don't think. But people my age, we still feel like that, Yeah, they have Alcorn and FAMU, man. They need to play. If anybody need to play a non-conference game between two SWAC schools, bro, they need to play, because they ain't played at all since they've been in the conference.
I agree 100%. Also, that Southern and Texas Southern been brewing too. The last few times they beat y'all.
That's the only reason why the game brewing is because they beat us, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, man, that could be some good rivalries, man, in the SWAC that need to be highlighted.
I'm telling you, like, if you look at Southern and PV, that ain't become a rivalry till they beat us a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with TSU, but I don't really feel like them games generate the interest with our people. I don't know about the other side, but it don't really generate the interest on our side. Only because really that year that first dueling season is what changed everything with TSU when they shut us out. That changed everything. That got my mentality on a whole nother level by beating them dudes, bro. So I think a lot of time games like that only build because of the games. But I think the potential for rivalries is there for everybody. But we need to get Pine Bluff somebody, bro. They need somebody to hate. They don't have nobody.
But like they fan base to me, they don't come into in your stadium, like, hey, we come to take over this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like a Valley or Alcorn or Southern. Even the Jackson State Prairie View game is really, honestly, could possibly be a rival because, even last for about 18, Jackson State was beating Prairie View and it was coming down to the wire.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, and then beat them in the championship, and I'm like, man, it can't just take the schools. They're gonna have to take the conference. The conference needs to really buckle down and put some highlight on some of this and get some interest into these rivalries. Definitely in the SWAC. Because just
Mm-hmm.
Florida, Tennessee, like for example, Florida, Tennessee, doggone Michigan, Ohio State, that always been a big rivalry. Even they highlighted even more with that Colorado State rivalry. Man, I think we need to use that as a marketing tool in order to keep eyes on the SWAC.
Yeah, I agree, man. There's a lot, there's a lot of history between a lot of these teams, man, and there's some good personalities in this league, man, and they don't take advantage of it. Hey, let me take one quick basketball break. I know we're in the middle of football talk, but the JSU Pine Bluff game was like 25-23 just a couple minutes ago. JSU up 45-31 at the half. Man, they put the beats on Pine Bluff really quickly. That's a dangerous team, man. So JSU leading that game 45-31 at the halftime. Grambling leading Alabama A&M 39-22 at half. Southern leading Bama State 36-27 at half. And Alcorn leading Valley 33-22. Let me ask you this, bro. All sports, Valley is typically always the bottom of any sport that we have. What can we do about Valley, bro?
Honestly, when you look at Valley when it comes to enrollment, honestly, they supposed to be NAIA. When you look at the size of the school, where it's at, it's really about the size of a Tougaloo or a Russ College. But I think they offer a little bit more programs than those other schools. But I think Valley could be competitive in other sports like baseball, basketball. I think they could play D1. But I feel like if they really want to win in football, I think they should drop. A lot of people I hate to say this, but honestly, they gonna have to drop down to Division Two, man, for a few years, and then maybe try to come back. I mean, you have to support football just like any other sport. People don't. I don't feel like Valley has a fan base in order to support a D1 program. If you go up there and look, the Mississippi Delta is poverty stricken, and it's hard. It's hard for to even get a recruit to come up there, honestly, because even when I rode to the game last season, man, it kind of saddens me when you go through, you see people still living. Some people still living in slave houses up there, man.
Oh yeah.
And I hate to say it, but it's true. I mean, then you coming from certain areas and you see that, you like, man, do I want to even go here? Yeah, it makes. But I mean, Valley is a great institution, no doubt. I mean, it has a beautiful campus. It's just in the heart of the Mississippi Delta, where it's just poverty stricken. It's just like, ooh, it's just man. That's a toughie though. I don't know what Valley could really do
Yeah,
besides
because you
drop
know,
down.
yeah, it like I remember like 2003, 2004, they
Mhm.
had Coach Shanks, that white baseball coach. They
Right.
actually was doing pretty well in the SWAC that them couple of seasons, and then I don't know if he left or whatever, but the program went right back to what it was before, you know, and it's like they haven't gotten back to that at all. They was in the SWAC championship and really competitive them few years, but you know, like every now and then, you know, they'll have a solid basketball team. You know, they always have like one or two players, but they just don't have the numbers to keep up. And football has just been brutal, man. Like, you know, they battling for any wins in football, you know. And basketball, they just won their first game like last week, you know, or the week before. And you know, they I don't, like you said, I don't know, man. Like, you know, moving teams down is a dicey thing to me, but sometimes you gotta do what's best, man. And until something, you know, with everybody spending more money on sports and they not, the gap gonna get bigger, man. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah. I think it's going. It comes to money, and you already know they not putting very much into the Mississippi Delta, which I think is a potential gold mine because you have so much history when it comes to blues music, tourism. I'm like, man, why y'all want? It's I don't know. That's politics, and that's something I don't touch.
Oh yeah, that's hey, that's out my wheelhouse, bro. I leave it alone. But you know, it with the way with the way things is going, man. You know, at some point, you know, there's gonna be in the next few years, man. There's gonna be some divides, and especially in football, different levels, and teams is gonna have to start doing what they got to do. And some people gonna get, you know, some people gonna move, some people are gonna be left behind. So I almost feel like you got to get ahead of that kind of stuff before it's too late. But you know, I wish Valley the best because, like I always say, I know y'all done heard me say it many times, but you know, my father went to Valley, so like you know,
Mhm.
I spent some time with them, nothing crazy, but you know, it's like, you know, I always heard about Valley, you know, and you know, it's like that's a school. You know, I always want to see them do good, man, or at least, you know, get themselves right. And you know, I still think Coach Wade could do a solid job there. You know, I mean, he got a lot of work to do, but they at least recruiting, man. Hey, we're not gonna hold it against you today. You know, we got a lot going on today, so you good being late today, but it's
Mhm.
all gravy now. But I think that it's gonna be tough, bro, because like you say, getting some of these kids to come now and stay, it is
Mhm.
a battle, man. That's a battle that I don't know how long they could keep holding out like that. But
That's a forever battle at that.
yes, and I mean, you know, like you say, this a program that been in the SWAC for umpteen years and they ain't never won it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, ain't even been the last time they been close to winning it. Jerry Rice and Willie Titan was there. You know, like that's a long time, bro. You know, that that's a long time.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
almost
It
40
is.
years,
Yeah,
man.
almost 40 years. I mean, I don't know what is really going. I think Valley gonna have to think outside the box, and I think they're gonna have to hire somebody that understands how to play ball in the country for one, and know how to embrace the country. I feel like if you're gonna play at Valley, you ought to get it out of the mud, and also too, you're gonna have to like being in the country. And I think it's gonna have to not just take the football team, but it's gonna take the whole community as a whole to be able to come in do some things.
Well, if we ever have a valid Pine Bluff championship game, I don't care how old I am. I'm I'm gonna beat her.
Right, me too.
I ain't missing that one. I ain't missing that one at all.
Messing around and be at Itabena.
Ooh, I'm definitely gonna be up there, man. You got to turn out for that, bro, because that's something that you might not see but the one time. So you don't ever want to miss that opportunity. So if they ever have a game like that, I know I'm gonna be there some kind of way. Even if I'm like 100 years old, man, they got to drag me up in there. I'm gonna still be up in there. I'm gonna still get down with that, man. Because Pine Bluff, they had their opportunities. Pine Bluff got a SWAC championship, so they at least got a leg up on Valley, and the spring season still exists for Pine Bluff, but Valley, man, they just got to find a way to make things work, man. That's a job I would not want, man. Like other than a video game, that's the only way I mess with Valley, bro, because I can rebuild fast there, but in real life, bro, it don't really work like that.
Yeah, I feel like Valley would have to hire somebody like Delta State coach. Like it would have to be somebody in that type of realm that understands, hey, because there ain't much in Cleveland either. But one thing about it, I think they have a little bit more money to invest because it's a private PWI, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
probably should be FCS.
Because they're really probably run. Woo, I hate that Delta State did come into our conference. I think they might win.
They probably would, bro, because they not like them teams like Delta State, West Florida, Valdosta State. Them kind of teams, man. Those are FCS teams. They may not have the full enrollment, but they got the money, man, and the history to operate on that level. But it's one of the things where a lot of them teams, man. I think a lot of people don't realize that a lot of them teams could put the beats on some of us, man. Like we not, people see D2 and always think that you should be, you should walk over them teams, but some of the teams, man, they can give you a beating, a serious beating, man, and that's where you gotta kind of regroup and restructure yourself, and that
I hate to say it like this, man. I hate to play this card, but I think it would have to take a white coach, a white young hungry coach, to revamp Valley, and I think they would have to stay there and definitely step outside the box.
Oh yeah, I agree, bro, because for whatever reason, those coaches, they, some people gravitate to that. I'm not saying that that's right, but when you done tried everything. You gotta try something else sometime, And
yeah, you have to think a little differently. I wouldn't mind seeing like a coach that was on Jay Hobson type level get to Valley and really just instead of just focus on hey, let's just play some damn football. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Line it up and hey, your guy gets my guy. let's rock it like that. Get a couple. If they had a team that had white, hair black, let's do something.
Especially you get some of them boys on the line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of them Midwest, some of the corn-fed Midwest boys on the line, bro. And hey, build your team like South Dakota State, bro. You know what I'm saying? All white boys on the line, and all your skilled dudes is black.
Black. Yeah, that's it. Hey, because football is what a team sport. Might as well.
Yeah, it's like I at some point, man, you got to do something different than what you already been doing because what you already been doing ain't working. It might work for some people, but it ain't working for you. So you need to try to get outside the box, man. A lot of them teams that have success on our level or lower levels, they work outside of what they do. Like everybody don't got North Dakota State money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't got Montana money, but you make what you make of things what you can. And if what you're doing now ain't working, bro, it's like life, bro. Like if you broke all the time, something ain't working. You need a new job or a new lifestyle. So you don't keep doing the same thing over and over. Slam your head against the wall. You gotta try to do something different. Whatever it is, I think you need to do it. Otherwise you're gonna be constantly turning around over and over. Like I say, all I want, man, is the best guy for the job. If that's a white guy, then it's a white guy. If it's a Chinese guy, I don't know if they got any Chinese football coaches, but if it's a Chinese guy, then hey, go for it, bro. Because everybody that you bring in on that sideline ain't always good just because they look like us,
Right. Come on now.
I mean, some of us aspiring guys that look like us every year.
I just want the best coaches in the conference, period, no matter what color they are. And I think sometimes that's where we get into our own ways. I think because college football is an ever changing thing now. You got to get with the program or you're gonna get left behind. So
big time.
So when it comes down to commissioners all the way to these coaches, let's make our programs better.
But yeah. I mean, this is a good comment. I would love to see what they had as far as candidates for that job because it's always somebody wanna get an opportunity, man. Even if it's a guy who first time head coach or other guys, and what I would love to see who they had. I mean, if it was nobody, then that answers a lot of questions. If it was a couple people, then it shows that their hiring process might be the best. But I wanted to touch on this comment too, especially, and this is the one thing that I don't like, but it's the truth. A white coach is gonna open more doors because a lot of them, if you, especially in a city like Baton Rouge, where you got so many schools who got white high school coaches and all that kind of stuff, that guy's gonna open doors to them schools that another coach probably couldn't walk through. That's not right, but it's the truth, So sometimes you have different avenues, and Baton Rouge is like that. You got to have LSU connection, or you got to have this, you got to have that to get in them schools. So if that's what it takes, man, to recruit your city, then you got to do what you got to do, because like you say, man, this football world is changing, and in 5 years or 10 years, it ain't gonna be nothing like it is now. So I think you need to stay ahead of the game, and don't get caught behind, man, trying to do the same old thing all the time.
Yeah, that's the add on to that, man, because when I see Jeff Weeks walking in Madison Central High School a couple times, man, you couldn't even get a Jackson State coach at one time to even walk through those doors. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't even allow them. And, to see Weeks able to come through and do his thing, man, I thought that was a start, And now Jack State getting players from Madison Central, Brandon and stuff like that. Shoot, man, we got to be more transparent, and you got to think outside this box. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't just black players playing football. It's all kinds of different players playing football.
Yeah, you got to get the best guy. Like I said, man, you got to get the best guy for whatever the job is. I'm always want a young black coach to get an opportunity. That's why I was so not for, like these Hall of Fame type of guys, over guys who didn't work their way up the ladder. But, if the pool of them guys ain't that great, then you got to do whatever you got to do, man. Like, I just want the best for all of us, man, because the potential for SWAC football is huge, bro. And that was like last season hurt my heart. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. Last season hurt not just because of Southern, but I thought last football season was gonna be great. And I felt like not many teams stepped up to the plate. And I thought other than FAMU, I thought SWAC football was bad last year.
Yeah, it was. It really was. Honestly, it was horrible. Let's just call it what it is. But I can just imagine if, say, like Ed Ogeron got to Southern, man, in the heart of Baton Rouge. Man, you know how many doors that have opened up to Southern football?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, bro,
to happen, you know.
It you know, like I said, man, there's so many doors that some guys just can't get into. You know, and sometimes, you know, you could get a guy who worked on one of them styles that got them connections, even if, you know, black, white, whatever. You know, you just got to have them. You just got to have a foot in the door somewhere, man. Because a lot of these places, they ain't even letting you in. You know, if you do get in, the kids ain't listening. You know, so you got to, you know, there's so many battles you got to fight, but you got to be willing to fight them. You can't say something and then be like, well, I tried. You know, like you got to grind, man. It is like that. You know, being a coach in the SWAC, you got to grind. And if you don't got that in you, then your program gonna reflect it. And some of our coaches the last couple of years, they didn't have that in them. And that's why a lot of these programs is in the state that they in, because, you know, guys just like the name on their shirt and don't want to put the work in, you know. So you know, it's a tough situation, man. I would love to go back and revamp a lot of these hiring processes. So, and this past off season, we had a lot of bad coaching searches, bro. It was, you know, it's like this should not be that bad, man. You know.
And you can still keep your traditions and everything alive, man. But I mean, if you want some good coaches, you want to pay these guys. I seen a couple comments, man. Y'all have the money, go ahead and invest into it. Y'all want our players to get to the NFL. Hey, it's invest some money, put some money behind it.
Yeah, because that's the only thing it's gonna take, man. Because you know, last season showed that it ain't the player on the field that's gonna do it, because we had a lot of guys who really should have got drafted, and you know, it went back to what it was before. So you got to have weight behind everything you do, and a lot, you know, some of it's not our fault because, you know, historically we've been, you know, behind the 8 ball in a lot of ways, you know, but we got people with money, and you know, I always felt like if I, you know, I'm gonna put, you know, even the little money I got, I'm gonna put it in Southern some kind of way. But I always feel like if I hit the lotto, bro, I'm getting Southern about 8, 9, 5 stars, bro, because I'm going out there. I'm throwing bread at everybody, bro. I'm throwing bread at everybody. So, you know what I mean? We got to have that kind of commitment to, you know, to everything, man, because the sport is changing. Sports in general is changing, bro. Like if you look at, I don't know if y'all saw this, but Fox Sports was like, they wanted to give Caitlin Clark an NIL deal to keep her in college. That's a network want to give one player a deal to stay in college for 1 more year, bro. That's bread. You know, like, I'm not saying that our people are on that kind of level, but that's bread, bro. You know, like, these kids want money, man. You know, it's like eventually it's gonna go down to, can you afford to pay some of these kids, bro?
Man, I kind of feel like it need to be some regulation when it comes to this money, man, because, man, it's just gonna be your top kids getting the top money. But what about these kids at the bottom? That you know, how can you change their lives as well? You know, I mean, but I think it's got to be some. I think paying kids millions on top of millions of dollars, more so than doctors, pro athletes, and lawyers and other business professionals, man. Man, you know what you can do with that money if you invest it right.
Oh yeah. And it's a slippery slope, bro. Like I feel like I feel like players should get paid because you're putting the work in. You putting your body on the line, and you're making a lot of money for schools. So of course you should benefit from it. But I'm not. I unless everybody making a flat fee. I'm not looking to pay no 8-string running back $100,000. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Like,
Yeah. I understand. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like I remember a couple weeks ago, or maybe a month ago, Coach Loxley at Maryland, he was like, my 3rd-string back want $100,000. Like, bro, like, this ain't the NFL, bro. Like,
right.
even the NFL got salary caps.
Yeah. You making 100,000 more now. I ain't gonna lie, that ain't bad in this time.
It ain't. it ain't. I mean, shit. If I had $100,000 when I was in college, bro,
we be all about it.
I don't know. I've probably been broke in a minute because I used to spend money like water back in the day. So I ain't gonna even act like I was gonna be fiscally responsible with that money.
But some of these NIL deals are loans. If you don't read the contract, you have to make sure you reading this stuff right, because some of these kids get trapped. Definitely, if they don't make it to the league, these folks want their money.
Like bro, it's like a 360 record deal. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like you getting signed, but you ain't really making no money because your money that you making going back to them. It look like you getting it because it's almost like an advance. You got to pay it back. These people, and it's kind of foul for people to do kids like that, but that's business. So
that business.
You gotta have people start to look at your paperwork and read your stuff before you put your name on it, because like you say, you signing away money and don't even realize you signing it away. Then next thing you know, you broke. Broker. Like it's tough, man. So I think I think they need to regulate it, like you say, and I look at. The deal that they cut with the players for the NCAA football game. These cats getting $600. I mean, that's $600 more than you got last time the game was out, but you getting $600 in a free game. That, I mean, compared to what EA Sports gonna make off that game, that's a drop in the bucket.
I think they should give them kids at least 1,000, bro.
Yeah, at least.
If not at least. Honestly, I think they could probably pay everybody about $5,000 to be in the game.
I mean, because they're gonna make money, bro. They're gonna make money, because I see people talking about this game that I ain't never even seen talk about video games. So it's gonna make money. It's gonna make. I think that game gonna make GTA type money, bro. You know what I'm saying? That game gonna make serious money.
If it play like Madden, I'm throwing it in the trash. they really gonna have to. They got one shot with this game, because if it's not, see the Madden franchise already going in the toilet.
Oh, it's garbage, bro.
It's garbage because when you have DBs that they throw a pass up, they run in the crowd, grab a hot dog, then come back on the field and do an interception, then go for a 100-yard touchdown. Come on, man. That's stupid. If it's back like those games back in the day, you might be cooking with something.
Oh yeah,
some realistic type deals,
Cause I'm gonna tell you, bro. I'm one of those people, bro. I buy games faithfully. I buy 2K every year. You guys, my wife. Every year I be like, when it come out, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be trash, and I still buy it. Because she always say, why you say it's trash, and then I look up and you bought it. I'm like, cause I just, I'm addicted. But I ain't bought Madden in 3 years, bro.
Yeah, me
the last Madden I got was it was Madden 23, but I didn't buy it. They had a free trial, and they never took the trial away. So I've been playing Madden for free since.
Because they never took the trial away.
They never took it back, bro. They had a trial, like October 22, the game just came out, and they had a free trial weekend, and they never took it back, and they still ain't, because I still play it. But that's where I'm at. You know, I'm not spending money on nothing like that no more. So, I just, you know, they got the show and prove, man. But if they do right, they're gonna make a gang of money.
If you add HBCUs to FCS, I will pay an extra $25 for it. I will.
Oh, I would easily, bro.
Yeah, easily. I mean, add FC because I get tired of playing FCS East.
I know.
I'm like, what is FCS East? They got a generic logo. Come on now, man.
It's like, I mean, that's more money, bro. Because everybody, you know, I see a lot of people saying, man, you know, you gonna put the HBCUs in there. You gonna put the
that's what they asking for. Everybody, a lot of folks, not just people that in the HBCU space. These are people that's outside. They want to play with the HBCU.
Man, just put the game out and then make it a DLC, man. I'll spend that money, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Hey, if they want to, they can make Prime the DLC when he was at Jackson State. I guarantee that the game would sell like hotcakes then.
Oh yeah,
like a historic team. Yeah, make a historic team where you can play 22 Jackson State against Alabama and see how they'll work. That'd be all right. What do you think that rating would be?
That team was
a good hot C or hot B. I know that.
I think they'd be between a C+ and a B-, bro.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when you look at the guys they had, that that team had talent. So I think, you know, and one thing I'm gonna say about any sports game is, if the developers like their team, they're gonna give them a little bump. So somebody probably would have been a Prime fan, and they'd have got JSU a nice little bump. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always some team that's like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or you look at, you know, a certain player on a game, they always got one guy who is a lot better than he is in real life, bro. So it's like they always gonna do that. So I could definitely see them getting a little bump, bro. I could C+, B- for sure.
Yeah, I can see that too. Definitely B-, C+, because, and then too, what you think Travis Hunter's and what you think his overall rating gonna be on that game, honestly?
Shit. 90, 96, 97, 99 speed, 99 catching, 99.
I can't give that boy 99.
No, I'm saying what they gonna do. I wouldn't. I don't know, man, because he's a, you know what I mean. When he not hurt, the dude's a special talent. So
Luther Burden from Missouri is a definite 99.
Oh, that's a 99 guy, bro.
That's a top 99 guy.
I think that's the top receiver in football since, you know, Marvin Harrison gone and the boys from LSU. That dude is the truth, bro. That dude is real, man. I watched him play a couple times last season, and I was like, bro, they had a nice offense at Missouri last year. So, you know, they gonna be one of them teams that's gonna probably be highly rated.
Hey, let's have some fun, y'all, for a second.
Oh,
let's go back to last season, right?
Hey, let's catch this question first before you do yours. If they had HBCU version, who would you put on the cover?
Man, you got to put that boy. Honestly, whoever the SWAC player of the year would be. Probably now, to be honest, right now, just it would have to be Darius Richard, man.
Oh yeah, I
think that boy deserves to be on that cover, bro.
That's the best guy, bro.
That's your top athlete, period, coming out of the HBCU. Speaking of
I agree.
What would be if HBCU players? Let's go back to last season. If it was a 99 club, who would be in the 99 club in y'all opinion?
Ladarius Owens.
Okay, Ladarius
Owens.
Yeah, Ladarius Owens is a definite 99, bro. I think he would
Bubba
be
Adams.
Woo.
bro. I might be. I love Bubba, bro. So I might
love
be. I might be a
Bubba.
little high, but it, you know, he got a legitimate case.
I know who ATC. I know he ain't on that. And Coach Dude ain't on 99. Going.
Yeah, his suit game is though.
Oh, let me stop, man. Oh.
That man got a 99 dress rating, bro.
Honestly, I think I know Musa wouldn't get a 99, but I believe he'll mess around and get a high 95, 96 though.
Yeah, I think he'll be in the 90 range, in the 90s because he do some things well, bro, but I think his awareness will be low. That's what they're dropping.
I think who the best defensive guy? Well, Bubba out. You know what? Bubba out. Okay, yeah, I can see him being a 99.
Now Crook said his speed up mess him up, and I agree with that. He ain't got the speed, but he got everything else. And again, like I say, your awareness rating could bump you up, and I think he got a high awareness rating, so that probably put him over the top. But yeah, Willie Simmons will be in the 99 club as a coach. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He probably was the best coach on our level in HBCU football.
Herb Mulligan would have been 99.
Who?
Herb Mulligan.
Oh yeah. Before he got hurt.
He would have been a 99 too.
That dude did not go down, bro. I used to watch that dude run the ball and be like, he do not go down unless he fall down. Like you take 3 people to bring him down. That dude was a monster running that ball, bro. It was a shame he got hurt. That threw everything off. But like
all corner players 99s, in your opinion?
Before last season, I would have put Jarvion Howard because he still had a good season. I think his skill and size could put him there. Last season, production wasn't there, but that wasn't really his fault. But
True.
I think he's the guy who could get there because the dude's a beast running the football and he can catch. He big. He got good size, good strength. He got deceptive speed. If he get loose, he could take it to house. But he another guy that take 2 or 3 guys to bring down. So I think that's another guy who, at least if he ain't that, he was knocking on the door.
So we know Valley ain't got a 99. I don't think nobody from area will have a 99. No UAB players 99. Texas Southern got one. Prairie View.
I'm trying to think who if he not hurt, Caleb Johnson. If he not hurt, but injuries was his downfall. But that's a guy who ran for 1,000 yards at Valley. You run for 1,000 yards at Valley, I think you could be a 99 anywhere, bro.
Yeah. So
and he a good dude on the field, so I think that helped.
Honestly, when a black man kicking a 50+ yard field, that boy deserves to be a 99. What's his name, man? Is it Mr.
Josh Griffin?
Yeah, he deserves a 99, bro.
and that's a Mississippi boy, man.
Yeah, man.
So
okay.
Vicksburg.
What about Grambling?
I would say either one they running backs, but they both gone. But either Chalk or Williams, I think both of them guys could have been if they still was playing.
True. Jack Staples said Herb. Okay. BCU. What about BCU? My family.
Darnell Dees, the return guy, bro. That dude, he a game breaker. So, I think like I said again, every game got a guy like that, bro. That you look at him and you be like, why is he a high rated guy on the game? It's because he gonna have speed, and he probably one of the dudes that you could put at a lot of positions, and I think that's valuable. when you look at it in a game perspective.
I just hope if they do put the HBCU, I don't want us to be rated no D's now.
What you mean, like they used to do?
Yeah, man got a D minus. Everybody 48 coming.
I know.
I ain't going for that this time, bro.
Bro, they had people rated so low. I didn't know the numbers could go that low, bro.
The highest man on a roster is 70. Right? What?
I know, and he a senior.
Man, a 70, bro. I'm like, ain't no way, dog.
You ain't doing nothing but recruiting 1 and 2 stars to start off, bro.
But what's gonna be funny though, when you be able to use the portal now on this game and mess around, you might get a 99 and transfer to Valley.
Yeah,
you might not be getting no playing time like that, and then he'll be eligible to play. He ain't got to wait.
Now that's something I want to see how they gonna handle. Because if they made that portal crazy, bro, that might wreck the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know what they're gonna do? You got a low ranked team, low rated team, and you got a guy that you done built up, and he got good ratings. He transferring at the end of the season, bro. I can guarantee you.
All right, if you play it right, you could flip a whole roster within one dang recruiting cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about like how Texas State was trash, and then we flipped the whole roster.
Then they flipped their whole roster,
and they became winners. I know that's gonna be interesting. How you be able to do that?
So it's gonna be interesting to see how they handle all of this stuff. It got some promise. You know, I'm liking what I'm hearing, but like you said, I gotta see how it actually worked. Because the thing got me a little nervous is I ain't seen no gameplay footage yet. The game coming out in a couple months. I ain't seen no gameplay footage.
Me neither.
That makes me nervous, you know.
They don't play like BCFX. I
don't even remember.
Doug Williams on the cover now. If it does Williams on the cover, I ain't buying it.
Bro, I don't even remember how the game played, bro. I think I played like 2 games. I took that thing out and took it back to the store, bro.
Man, please don't play like BCFX. Oh yeah, Rory. Yeah. I know what he ain't talking. Yeah, man. This is some things happened, man. But I don't know what really happened with that, bro. But
is that the guy that is that the guy that led to a lot of that back and forth between y'all? Not you, but between a lot of them folk online.
I don't know, man. But I was kind of excited that we had got Ferrari, man. But it's gonna be special to see it, family, man. I'm gonna make sure I keep up with you, man.
Yeah, like I say, man, one thing and they almost fumbled it, but I think FAMU going with Coach Cozy, bro. At least in the meantime, I think they're the right move to keep that team together. You know, because they brought in a ton of guys with some talent. So you don't want to lose them guys because your coach is gone. But if you can retain them, which they did the bulk of them, I think that that's what you need to do. And them Braves, man, the Alcorn signed about 9-11 people, man.
Yeah. You know what's gonna be funny in this new game? I hope they allow this, man. This would be so funny. If you mess around and you get blowed out, if you 0-6 in the middle of the year, they can fire you right after the game.
Yes.
I'm talking about straight fire your team.
They could dually you, bro.
Like, now we pulling the plug and Coach so-and-so gonna be the interim. So y'all
we about to
another coach. I
we about to get
it like that. Because ain't no way, man, you going 3 and 11, 5 straight years and still have a job.
I know. They do need that, man. They need more mid-season firings, man.
Yeah.
shake it up a little bit, you know, and then get you a new coach and hit the portal, bro, and build your team up. That's what they need to do. JSU is up 62-42 over Pine Bluff. Look like they're gonna cruise in this one. Maya Crump, 12 points, 9 rebounds. She having a big game for JSU. Tigers #1 seed, SWAC champs already. Barring any crazy thing from last season, they gonna make the championship this year and probably win it.
That's what I heard. They were talking about. They had high praises on that kid coming in from FAU, man. To be honest, look at from the tape, he looked like he is better than Moose.
You know, man, I like. Musa is an odd thing to me, bro, because the guy got ability. I think he just had a rough. He couldn't put it together, man. With the weapons he had, he couldn't put it together, man. I remember last year when we played FAMU, man, they had people from FAMU sitting behind us, and they was like yelling, "Take him out of the game." I'm like, y'all see our quarterback? Why you hurt? Y'all not gonna lose with the guy we got on the field, bro.
Right.
And you can't discount a guy from Florida, bro. You know, I lived in Florida a long time, and I watched a lot of high school football in Florida, and they got some dogs in Florida. Especially when you get to South Florida, you a dog. You come out of there. Ain't too much not good come out of South Florida. I mean, hey, Davis Richard, he from the muck, so that's a guy who can get it out that mud for real. When I seen he was from down there, his first year when I seen he was from down there, I was like, that dude gonna be a dog. They don't make nothing but dogs down there. The Bay Area where I used to live, we was all right, but South Florida, you get you some guys out of there. You know, we got ours out there. Willie Quinn, you know, hey, you can't go wrong with them kind of dudes, man. But they make dogs everywhere. But the one thing I will say is they got a lot of people walking around calling themselves dogs that ain't a dog, bro. Yeah, I don't know how he got out of Florida, man. I honestly, that's a guy. You look back at it, you like how that guy get away. Because if you could have got him, you definitely had to lock him up. Because that's a guy who is a playmaker. And even in the Legacy Bowl before he got hurt, bro, the dude was head and shoulders above everybody on that field. He was head and shoulders above everybody.
Speaking of capitalization and lockups, man, how the heck they get Miami spring break canceled, man?
Yeah, man, I seen that. Oh, well, yeah, you know, everybody know Texas football is a different beast. Ain't nobody messing with Texas, but I don't know, bro. That's crazy. I saw that. Yeah, I saw it the other day. I didn't even realize it.
I don't see how all them young ladies out there, and folks still want to act. I don't understand it, bro. I don't understand. I don't think it'd be college kids. I think it'd be them local jokers coming out.
It do, bro. It do.
I just got to get active one time. Like, come on, man.
Bro, if you look at any kind of event, bro, it's gonna be them locals who ain't got no connection to it. That's gonna be out. You know, like you look at Bayou Classic weekend. Who be acting a fool? Them locals. You know what I'm saying?
Them New Orleans people.
It's like, man, this you know, you gotta watch yourself, man. Them local yokels, man. They bro, I remember when I was in Southern, man. First week of school, who was back there in the back trying to holler at all them girls? The locals, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like y'all moving in on our territory, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, You 50-year-old man, what you doing up here, bro? Like, then you want to try to throw down? Then you want to try to throw down with somebody because somebody say something to you? You know what I'm saying?
That joker wearing white tees and bread extra bows with some soldiery, starting miss out there.
Yes, indeed. With two or three goals in their mouth.
Like, man, talk about what? Hey, what am I saying? Like, man, don't take it. Go home. That's what it is. It's your house. Go home.
Yes, indeed, man. Go on somewhere with that, man. But like that, that's one thing. You can even transfer that to sports, bro. The majority of problems at our games be people who ain't got no connection to our school, bro. You know what I'm saying? But we get the problem, we get the blame because it's on our campus, But it's hey, locals. That's all I gotta say. Locals.
Them locals, man. Them jokers see some bad women, like they go crazy, like ooh, like woo, like, I don't know how to act, man. I can see somebody, man, pick that up, man. Like, yeah, I got to get somebody.
Yes, indeed, man. Put that thing away, bro. Like, let's keep it peace, man. Let's keep it peace. But man, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing on up, man. About to go ahead and lock in on this SWAC basketball tonight. Quick run through of these scores before we get up out of here. Grambling leading Alabama A&M 54-49 in the fourth quarter. Got 3 minutes 33 seconds in that game. Jackson State leading Pine Bluff 63-49 at the end of the third. Southern leading Bama State 53-45 with 4 minutes 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and Alcorn beat Valley 63-48. So we got one final. I'm about to go in here and lock in on one of these games and get it in, man. SWAC basketball tournament next week. ESPN, man, get your productions up, man. Don't
Yes, sir.
Don't bring them Motorola Razor cameras down there, bro. Looking all fuzzy and stuff, bro.
Right.
Yeah, so man, let's make something happen tonight, man. Everybody go. Oh yeah, hey, it's I-5, bro. But some of the local girls around here ain't man. You might not really want to mess with a local Baton Rouge girl though, bro. You might find yourself.
Find yourself. Wiley Kai, everything gone.
And to my BR people, man, Booster Bash coming up, I think next week. So you know what I'm saying, y'all get it in if you can, man. All SWAC tournament games will be on ESPN Plus, the whole tournament. So you can catch everything on ESPN starting Wednesday. So plenty of SWAC action coming up next week. So y'all make sure y'all catch it, man. If you in the area, bro, please go to the games because when you look at the crowd in them games, bro, it don't be nobody.
It'd be terrible. It'd be terrible.
It don't be nobody in there but the two teams, bro. Like, this is rough. Mm-hmm. So let's get the numbers up, man. I know the championship gonna be better no matter who in it, but let's get them early games up, man. Take a day off from work for basketball, man. Your boss understand.
Use that PTO.
Exactly. You worked hard for it, man. Put it in. Let's go ahead and get these attendance up. But man, we're gonna go ahead and get on up out of here, man. I thank y'all for kicking it with us again. We'll be back next week. SWAC Smoke. Who knows what's gonna be going on social media between now and then? Probably gonna be somebody else. Yes, keep it peace, man. We need a ceasefire, bro. The Bloods and the Crips could get a truce for one day, bro. We can get an orange and blue truce, man, for at least 48 hours, bro. But y'all be safe out there in them real life streets and in them Twitter streets, bro. It's dangerous out there. So man. Right now, ain't nobody really packing out the gym. Every now and then we get a game. A&M, Alabama State had a good turnout. Southern Grambling had a good turnout. But other than that, it ain't been much. But y'all make sure y'all keep it locked with us, man. We thank y'all for keeping it here. Y'all make it happen, bro. Y'all make it happen with the comments and everything. So y'all keep us going. So thank y'all. And man, we'll be back next week. Another edition of SWAC Smoke. We up out.
Peace.